All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down. McGrath. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, McGrath. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, McGrath. It's complete to Grant. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
3 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd down.
Taron Johnson brought him down. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw on 3rd down, McGrath. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
25, check 25, check 25. Check. Showing up. Shift, watch the shift.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. McGrath, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw. McGrath. That's complete to his running back, Grant. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's coming. We got double up. Zip it. Stay at home.
Here's Grant, and he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Miami.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins 7, Bills nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Come on, set. 8 together. 55. We got it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun, McGrath. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Ed Oliver able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Don't get nervous.
On 3rd down, McGrath. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
There we go. On the set. Like 55. Like 55. Come on. Here I come again.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw. McGrath. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
A field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. This is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back.
Check 99. Check 96. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Target. 57. Mike, 57. Go. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 57 to Mike. Short. Watch the run.
Jackson now down around his goal line. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You're not ready. You're set. Hut. Shady weapon. 7, Mike. We're ready.
On 3rd down, Garland. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Grant. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
2nd and 10. At the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McGrath. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
The score, Dolphins 14, Bills nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary?
That's caught at the 25. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Garland. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
On third down. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Off the play fake. McGrath. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line 55, line 55. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Back to the air on second down. McGrath. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Looking to throw. McGrath. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, McGrath. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. McGrath to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you can
called
go.
I think you just called.
That he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 75 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
We got this. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They will run with Grant. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Miami first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. From the gun, McGrath. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Back to throw. McGrath. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Escaping the press, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd down. McGrath. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, McGrath. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. McGrath. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tight is right. Do it small. Hey, check. 3 down. Go. Check hot route. Hot. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, McGrath. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Check 26. Watch twist.
Right back to him on first down. And an alley to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That good for 19 and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run on first down. Garland. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Push him back. Push him back.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the set. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch twist.
On first down, Garland. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Check 37.
Now a give right side. Garland. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, McGrath. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McGrath. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw. McGrath. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Here we go.
2nd and 2. And this is Parker. Complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Dolphin first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They go back to Grant. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. So
3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. McGrath. And it's caught by Parker. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's make these babies cry.
2nd and 14.
Let's make these babies cry.
Dancing to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. Pretty nice gain on the scramble, gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Let's go now. Watch the pass.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Complete. It's Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Bills. 1st down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Garland. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
On the ready. Short. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Play action. It's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 43.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43.
Watch twist. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Say.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, Garland. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll run on first down. Garland. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got it. Well, they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really where the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Right there in the middle, 55. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He may try and run for this. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Garland. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Jackson. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Check 50, check 50. Check 3, check 3.
On 3rd down, Garland. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. McGrath. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Stevens. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Blitz coming, and down goes. Ed Oliver, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
We got three, fellas, we got three. 24 is the mic. Hey, get the leg. What's more? 24 is the mic. All day, every day.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McGrath. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? Open man is Ross, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Watch the screen. See the weapon. Slide. Mike 55. Mike 55. What? Go.
On first down, Garland. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Right there in the middle. 55. Coming.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now it's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game. where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the home team here, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change.